I do think, as difficult as it can be for some people, as I said, I'm quite good at advocating for myself, but it's experience and I'm much older. And I still, hold myself back as well sometimes. And there's obviously ways of positioning things. But I do think it's that if you don't ask, you won't get. And actually, sometimes when you're a leader and you're in the day-to-day running of your team, running the business, managing your stakeholders, you can easily forget um, how people may feel about their own roles. So it's sort of incumbent upon you as the individual to raise any concerns that you have and start pushing and working together, thinking about actually what are my training or learning and development opportunities, what could they be. Ask yourself the serious questions as well of where do I see myself going in this business, because if I am ambitious and I do want to progress, can I realistically do it within this environment? And actually, if I can't, then I need to be looking at other opportunities and how am I doing that? What do I really want to do? What does my CV look like? All of it's the sort of, you've got to, I think, emotionally come to a conclusion that you want to move on or progress or take responsibility and take the bull by the horns. And then you have to do all the practical stuff that comes with it, like the boring CV stuff and the applications, because it does require headspace. And when there's a lot going on in your life, because you're, doing multiple nursery trips, you may be sleep deprived. It's actually quite hard to kind of make that space for yourself sometimes as well. So, but time does help. And I think it certainly gets easier once children are at school. I think you really are in the weeds of it when they are little and at nursery. It's lovely, it's an amazing time, but at the same time it's a draining, often physically as well as emotionally exhausting time. So but your headspace does come back once they go into a school environment as well. It's worth just putting that out there for people who are in the weeds of small people.